It could be anything. It could be anything in this Book of Dragons. On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, let's do some heavy research with How to Train Your Dragon, World of Berk, Book of Dragons. Let's crack these open.
Book of Dragons? What's this all about?
You should know all about it, Hiccup. Here, I'll show you. My Deady Nadder versus your Night Fury. Just research the stats on the dragon cards and see who wins.
Okay.
I roll Deady Nadder Firepower.
What? Deady Nadder Firepower is stronger than Night Fury. Oh no!
Looks like I win this round of Book of Dragons.
So this is totally book 1 of World of Berk, Book of Dragons. Probably not a squirrel though. We know this, we hope, by the very code on the top. A bunch of numbers and letters, and then 01, the first book. If you're lucky to find a full undisturbed shelf box, go for the numbers. And 10 dragons to collect. I see a Deady Nadder on top, a Night Fury Zippleback. Is that even a squirrel included? Couple Night Furies actually, and a couple more of the cast. Kinda wish they didn't double up so much and gave us more variety. But apparently this is World of Berk, Book of Dragons Volume 1, so maybe there will be more. What do you think, Landry? I think these are gonna unbox right down the list there.
Or it will be packed with squirrels.
So our first book, Book 1. Love the design, by the way. Can we get a perfect pull? Totally. So I'm thinking Toothless. I'm thinking Toothless will star in the first book.
Squirrel Stampede.
Please swipe.
Squat share.
And a squirrel line.
But it actually looks like it could be the Deady Nadder. How does this crack open? Like so. It is a Stormfly in pieces. And I guess even though books are full of fine print, we don't really need this anymore. And then I think we orient it like this. It's like a little diorama. Taking our card, and I suppose you could display either like so with the scenic flight background look, or maybe if you want to display the information, you could go that way. I kind of like that way, honestly. Stands out a little more. And so this is a new fresh idea for miniature dragons. Buildable, and pretty detailed too. Start with a leg, then a tail, ooh, spiny, another leg, a wing-a-ding-ding, and yes, that's exactly how they are written up in the Book of Berk. And the other wing-a-ding-ding, still in pack. Plus our favorite part at Squirrel Stampede, a completely invisible rod that you cannot see in any way or form. Ball jointed as well to attach onto the base. And we have our very first World of Berk, Book of Dragons, Deady Nadder. Could be Stormfly, could just be generic, hard to say. And that turns out exceptionally well. That was really cool. Honestly, this might get my vote for probably in the top 3 of toys this year. This combined collection of the Book of Dragons is just interesting. Nice little bookcase to restore your dragon when done displaying. The extra card with information. We have TCG gaming-like information on the card with attack, speed, armor, and firepower listed. And as for Stormfly, level up in detail. Look at there. With their turquoise blue body and white spines aplenty. Spots on those wings. Those movie wings look so cool. And because there's some ball joints included there, there's a little bit of articulation to play with on those wings. Certainly an improvement over miniatures from back in the day, although I do like that old school yellow, blue, yellow, blue, yellow, blue striped tail, and of course the animated look, but these have their own unique movieverse style to celebrate. Okay, book 1 down, and it was a really good read. Time for book 2. Remember the codes so visibly shown up here at the top. I suppose this will be the reveal, right? Uh-oh, another Deady Nadder? We could be in big trouble here. The codes, they seemed so real. And wait a second, this Deady Nadder is different. What do we got here, Landry Squirrel? A little bit translucent. Where have we seen that before?
Can't quite put my tail on it.
So we've got a nice transparently crystal blue Nadder. Most likely in the same sculpt, but this one is special because of the translucent sparkle blue. Really looking nice. Yeah, number 2 is the one to look for if you want the sparkle translucent Nadder. Look how just shimmery it is. Kind of very like enchanting, magical, wizardry, from a realm of dragons, of course. This one almost feels a little softer, but they've all got this really nice, soft, bendy, kind of squishy plastic. Oop, I lost a tail. So he just avoided a code catastrophe and got another Nadder, but in a different finish, and a really nice looking Nadder. If only the book can help me with the pronunciations. Book 3, How to Train Your Dragon, World of Berk, Book of Dragons. It so rolls off a lot of words, and these dragons are all mixed up. Who knows, who knows? I'm guessing a toothless by now. We gotta see a toothless somewhere in here. Nice dragon scrolling on the outside. Alright, let's try and open and see what it could be in pieces. Oh, I know who this is. It's none other than the Monstrous Nightmare. Can't get better than the Book of Dragons illustrations, can we? Of course, we just looked at my illustrations for the Book of Dragons. One more time, if you did not see them, my Night Fury is horrible, but I do kind of like my Monstrous Nightmare. My Gronckle's not bad. My Red Death is okay. My Bewilderbeasts need a lot of work. This Book of Monsters detail, though, really nice and spiffy. Our second brand new hook fang of the collection there. We opened earlier the large-scale action figure. Very hunched-backed. This one's right leg is a little gummy. You gotta kind of just work it in there. Oh my, this is a huge miniature of Hook Fang. It's gonna like fill up the whole book stand. Yeah, they all seem to have that same backdrop, so I'm gonna keep leaving the information card on the back leg. So I think that's so much better. Although really tricky to see what's going on with these wings covering up anything on the back card there, but yeah, what a dragon. Hook Fang turned out terrific in micro miniature form. I had to dig through the old miniature collection to find an original Hook Fang there. They were certainly much smaller in the past, so I think this new book series is looking really good scale-wise for miniature. So book 3, The Monstrous Nightmare, keep an eye out for. Book 4 has to have that Night Fury. And the card reveals, well, a Skrill. This has completely gone in unexpected order. Huh, Skrill's got 14 attack. Pretty interesting they included the Skrill. Perhaps they needed something purple. So that's a miniature Skrill build. It's always about the eyes, a nice little orange tiny eye right up at that nose stalk, and some spiny cresting, spines down the back, purple, a little bit of violet, gray belly, good looking bird. And for the cost, these might just be looking like the best thing to collect for the new movie dragons. I wish the books could like stack display though or something. Maybe I'm not putting the card in right. It'd be kind of cool if we could kind of layer it up. You sorta can, but you're gonna be using dragons as a beam. Book 5, I think it's just best to go with the wings now wherever they take us. It's too impossible to predict. Our first Night Fury! Attack 15, speed 20, armor something, firepower 14. Night Fury not to be messed with. And looked saddled on up. Have we ever done a How to Train Your Squirrel? Ooh, toothless leg installation, a little bit different with both legs going in first. Front or short and back? I'm gonna guess front. Ooh. Toothless belt, slightly more fragile than the others, but once together looking quite good. I like the tail swish going off to the side, that looks nice. Saddled up without a hiccup rider. Almost begs the question, it would be fun to have a series of dragon riders on these too. That's a Night Fury though, that's a good looking Night Fury. And finally added into the books. So that's number 5, the halfway point. That explains why 5 was doubled up in the shelf displayer. With 12 in here, there's better odds at pulling a Night Fury, I suppose. Lots more to pull though. Let's see what the final top row is. Still looking for a Zippleback, maybe a Gronckle. Box 6 it is. And the reveal says, whoa, this is different. A different card for the Night Fury Toothless. Kinda like this one a little bit better. There's even more stats going on down the line. And several illustration images of Night Fury Toothless in there. So I suppose it's not just a random Night Fury. This is Toothless. Well, so what's the difference of this one? Ah, okay, so I think it's going to be kind of similar to what Stormfly was. a somewhat translucent sparkle dragon. Yes, so looking the same, but a little more fancified with that sparkle Night Fury look. Number 6, Book of Berk, Book of Dragons, is the enhanced Toothless, but in the same position as book number 5. I wish we had a red tail. Has it been confirmed yet what color the tail is in the movie? I assume it's probably going to be kind of a more leathery brown, so that's how it's gonna be. So will this be the only one with this card? We will see as we continue. 2 more books. And on to the next level of layer of book, the second row, book number 7. No wait, this is book 8. That's book 7. I'm gonna continue to bet Zippleback. And it's another Night Fury. Is it different? Is it the same? What is it? This one, Night Fury Unsaddled, Unrode. They're covering all their bases with this one. A full-on Night Fury, well, probably toothless before named. Well, you know, the wing is undamaged, so, well, and before Hiccup damages poor Night Fury toothless. I like how the mouth is open on this one, and just a little more in full scaly black without the saddle and the brown leather on. I think I like better without the saddle, too. It just feels more Book of Dragons, like let's study up on our dragons. So if you're looking for good Night Fury, number 7 is one to find. Now it's time for World Book of Dragons, Berk of Book, Dragon How To, Book 8.
What?
Did I say any of that right? We'll find out. Uh-oh, Night Fury, that's an 8. And it is, I believe... Oh, so this is a sparkle version of the Night Fury we just unopened. So was there 4 available Night Fury? There's 4 available Night Furies in the collection. I thought there was just 3, so it kind of got me off guard. So 8 is still a legitimate new dragon for today. With that special card, I wish they gave that second special Deady Nadder a card, a different card that matched this style. Just feels a little more fancy, I guess. And so camouflaged by the Dragon's Book of World of Berk of Dragons behind it, we've got a Night Fury in sparkle, metallic awesomeness. Not really metallic, just awesome looking sparkles. Really, really shined up this one. Looking good. Again, the open mouth just makes it a little more fun character. 4 Night Furies in this collection. That's going to fill you up pretty quickly. Your odds of obtaining a Night Fury just by random pull in this box is going to be pretty good.
Alright, Astrid, if we're gonna run this game again, let's change into our Movieverse characters. We'll be more authentic this way.
Alright, but I'll still beat ya. Deady Nadder versus Night Fury, round 2.
I call Venom Attack.
Venom Attack is listed as 0. It's a no-go. I call Deady Nadder Firepower.
Oh no, not again. What's going on with our stats, Toothless?
Deady Nadder for the win. Woo!
That leaves 2 more books to share. Book 9. Still waiting for the Zippleback and the Gronckle. They are in the back line of numbering dragon books. This one just won't open. I've got it stuck. Oh, and I crumpled the card. No. Get the dictionary out to flatten it. Who is it? It is none other than the Hideous Zipplebacks. Wondering when these guys would appear. Good looking illustration for the Zipple. I didn't destroy the card too bad. Good. This one should be fun to build, I think. I'm really curious how they're going to construct the Zippleback on up. Oh, there's a lot of pieces in here. Good. Wow, it's packed. Our first Zippleback collected. That's exciting. Oh yeah, there's a lot of points to the build. They left Belch and Barf's head though. Together, they're on their own piece. This one's super tight. This is a very tight Zippleback. And these wings are huge. I think I got them. They're so tight. Yes, much like Hook Fang, this is another huge micro figure dragon. And really well done micro size. Lots of color with this one in main body green. Then with a little bit of gray down under its necks and red striping down its spines. A little bit of red on the wings. Eyes in orange. Just real pretty dragon team. Gots to say, finally glad to have a Zippleback into the collection on the channel for the new show. I had to dig around to find some old school Zipplebacks, miniature style, and ironically I found 2 of them. Once again, you can see this impressive scale of the new book collection and how much more sturdy they are on acrylic rods. Oh, and here's a surprise. Thanks to some squirrelific commenters, we have found the official full-scale Hideous Zipplebacks Belch and Barfer, Barf and Belch, however you want to go, with Rough Nut and Tough Nut action figures. This is, I believe, a Walmart exclusive, and I believe it's going to be a really tough find. Probably one of those deals, once they're gone, they're gone. We'll see how the summer goes. I will probably pop this review up into the single-carded Dragons collection review a little bit later this month. So yay, thank for the helpful squament tears on that one, helping me isolate and finding out that it actually existed. That just leaves one more dragon to hunt for. Book 10, it's gotta be a Gronckle. Book 10, it's gotta be the Gronckle. It's gotta be the Gronckle inside. None other than Gronckle. Great illustration, some numbers of attack speed, armor, and firepower. Let's see this Gronckle out. It's gotta like really clog up the book here in heaviness, but maybe tininess too. You never know what to expect with Meat Lug, always going in different ways. I mean, yeah, the wings are gonna be tiny, but sometimes you get a very massive sized body, but this one seems very sized down and micro. Both wings installed on the back too. Trying to figure out what is the front legs and what is the back is the real challenge here. Oh, okay, they have different shapes. The long one goes up front and the shorter stumpy one goes in back. And that's pretty much it for the Gronckle. This one's doing a better job with the mouth than the action figures did with the under overbite type of thing going. I feel like this feels more like Gronckle that we've seen in the past than what we've seen in the future. Good looking one though, kind of fun. It's, you know, it's a Gronckle. You gotta have a Gronckle on your team. And so there we go, Gronkleized. Oh, here's a more animated Gronckle that we know and love. There certainly was a much larger bite with the original animated Gronckle. And look at that tail, really goes up a little bit higher than this new one, a little more saggy. You got big Gronckles to fill, new Gronckle. So you collected all the book singles and you want a little more, and that's what they've got a multi-pack, the Dragon's Catcher set. This one will save you the time of going through all the book codes, but then you don't get books, but then you get this really cool Dragon Catcher launch net thing. The Mangler launch net thing. Wasn't that the thing that Hiccup tried to use to catch a Night Fury? Well, anyhow, the multi-pack here will save you the time going through the books and going right to the main cast of Dragons. I want to see the Mangler. I want to see the Mangler. Hi-ho, fellow Vikings-o. I want to see the Mangler. It just looks so vicious and nutritious. And then some of our other micro dragons. These are slightly different in color, offset. Like the Monstrous Nightmare from the Book of Dragons, slightly, just slightly a little more red than what we're flying in the multi-pack. Or maybe it was just the batch of plastic they were using that day, because some of these also look identical. Since they're pretty much mostly the same, I'm gonna leave them packed up and just steal this kind and gentle Mangler. The benefits of collecting the micro scale is getting things like this. Now, how on earth are you supposed to operate a Mangler? This must be the lever control back here, and the main webbing netting feature up front for catching your dragons. Is it preloaded and locked? Is it preloaded and locked? I just don't know. Maybe we push this in. We push it in, simple. Of course, now we have to reload all 4 posts. Ugh. I'm flashing back to some sort of Kenner Jurassic Park dinosaur netting device that Timmy would use. Alright, what shall we catch? Shall we catch a book squirrel? How about a book squirrel? It seems like the previous setup we want to move back at least about 5 to 10 inches in length. And I think we can play around with the angle of the Mangler. In fact, the Mangler is on a ball joint, which is really impressive. We've got a lot of range with this thing. Usually things like this are like so halfly done. This has more than halfly done. Oh, I even like the extension scissor lift look on the base there. Too bad those don't raise and lower. Anyhow, let's see if we can fire, get this in position, lined up as best, maybe angled up just a little bit. Ready, set, skrill ya later. And the squirrel has avoided the first attack. I feel like this soft netting could have expanded just a little more to help us out and get that squirrel. Alright, kill the squirrel, take 2. Line her up, get things right, and... oh, what a perfect capture! That's exactly what you want. All over the top of the dragon with the pins going down and just locking her in too tightly. Oh, and one more possible option for Book of Dragons. I've discovered this World of Berk Book of Dragons multi-pack. This was over on Amazon and it features, it looks like a Deady Nadder, Gronckle, and Toothless. I believe your basic versions, even though Toothless almost appears a little bit sparkly. There's a lot of fine print to decode on this one. So more dragon reviews, of course, on their way at Squirrel Stampede, upcoming that Hideous Zipplebacks. If you like today's review, please give us a squike, squirrelive, squammet your favorite, most best dragon. Thanks for watching, and check out these 2 videos that YouTube recommends. That's what I have to say about that.